Google Translate can be excellent for getting the gist of a text, and some of their translations are really excellent. But there are some things that can sometimes get lost in translation, and sayings tend to be one of those things. Possibly because the literal translation of what is being said loses the attached meaning or the cultural meaning that it has. And I thought I'd look at a few of those, starting with að bíta á agnið, which literally means to bite the bait. And if I draw up the visual of the fish or the prey, and it's biting the bait that's hanging on the end of the angle or hook, and it's very clear when you see it like that. But it's not what they say in English. They say took the bait. Um, and another one, að vera úti að aka. Now this one is a bit more trickier. The other one had this great visual and has a comparable saying in English of taking the bait, whereas this one literally means being outside or being out driving. And it has this cultural attached meaning of being absent-minded, not having a focus on whatever is occurring. I have no idea why. I'm sorry, I don't. Um, but as you can see, sometimes it may look very foreign and weird and can so easily cause confusion. The next one is eitthvað óplægður akur. This literally means that something is an uncultivated field. It has been plowed, it's unplowed, and obviously comes from farming and plowing the field before you can start growing things and sow your seeds. But in the cultural attached meaning, it just means that something is unexplored or that there is unexamined material. Um, as there's a field of possibilities or something like that, maybe. Um, and if you go to the next one, the lægja öldurnar, which literally means to calm the waves. And again, it's this visual, and it comes from living close to the sea, and you can see or sailing and fishing, and you can see the waves becoming really big. And then when the waves are calm, uh, then things are more calm and there's peace. And thus, the cultural attachment is making peace. Að bjarga andlitinu. And that literally means to save the face, to save one's face. And that one is known in English, I believe, or the same meaning. It might be, I don't recall at the moment, but it might be phrased differently. But it's just this meaning to manage to maintain one's dignity. Að sýna sitt rétta andlit. Again, faces. This one literally means to show one's true face. And similar meaning in English is showing one's true colors. But again, a little bit different and might seem odd. If you're trying to understand Icelandic and you're Google translating it, and you might find some of these sayings weird, but hopefully this helps with that. Það liggur í augum uppi. Now this is a bit of a funny one because it literally means it lies in the eyes upstairs. Well, that's what you get if you go to Google Translate and just type it in. But obviously it doesn't mean that. It means that it's obvious. I'm not sure what the history of this one is though. But I'm assuming, I'm assuming even though I don't know the history of it, it's something very simple, such as it's so obvious you can see it with your own eyes. Að brjóta einhvern á bak aftur. I use the E/N for einhvern just because of space issues. So it means to break someone's back again. Literally, if, as I say, if you type it into Google Translate, this is what you get, and you go, what? To break someone's back again? But after can also mean it can mean again, but it can also mean sort of backwards. And this is the meaning, to break someone's back backwards. And it means to be stronger, to conquer, to be the, to defeating the other person. Brjóta heilann, this literally means break the brain. But of course, it doesn't mean that. It means to wonder or think really hard about a subject. And then you're racking your brain, so it has that meaning. Brjóta ísinn, which literally means break the ice and also means just to break the ice. So that's a saying that must have come into Icelandic from English, and then you'll have this, um, the same meaning and the same phrasing of the meaning. Brjóta saman, which means literally, as I say, if you slash it into Google Translate, you'll get break together. But this is one that Google Translate also had. It doesn't always happen. It occasionally does. That Google Translate also offers you up folding. So somebody has löst done, or somehow they have this extra translation, which is excellent. And yeah, it just means to fold. So if you're folding the linen or folding clothes, then you're breaking them together. That's sort of brjóta saman. Ganga á orða sinna, which literally means to walk behind the words, but in the cultural meaning, it means that somebody's breaking their word. So they're breaking their promise, and that. Að vera ekki baki, dottinn. So literally means not fallen off the back of the horse. It doesn't say in the saying horse, but not to have fallen off the back. It would have meant the horse, and that's the literal meaning. But then when you say this in Icelandic, you mean that you haven't given up, or the person that you're saying this about, they haven't given up. Að klóra í bakkann. And if you put that into Google Translate, you get scratch the tray. But it's meaning riverbank. It's scratching the riverbank, because baki can mean tray, as a tray that, like in a canteen, you get a tray and you put things on your tray. So it's baki. But baki can also be the riverbank. And I'm not sure I want to evoke the visual there, but obviously of someone swimming and they're scratching the riverbank, they're trying to save them oneself. So yeah, it's of someone swimming, trying to get to land and trying to sort of scratch the riverbank. But widely used today, just of someone who's trying to do something for themselves or get out of a tricky situation. And that's about it for now. And I plan on doing more of these. And if there are any questions, feel free to comment them. Thank you.